Hey there, once again, my name is Andrea Sherrill, and I am with North Carolina Cooperative Extension, and I'm still coming alongside you on your PhytoRx journey, and hopefully you have had a good start to the program, and maybe you're focusing on some foods that you haven't eaten before. I know last time I saw you, we talked about swapping out your protein, so I hope that's something that you've been able to do. This week we're going to talk about swapping out your fat. And unfortunately, when people hear the word fat, they're like, "Oh, it's a bad word." But it's really not. Our bodies need fat. We need it for all types of things. But the type of fat, just sort of like we talked about the type of protein, is important. And I know we talked about protein being on a continuum. Fat is kind of on a continuum as well. So you've got your highly saturated fat at one end and your unsaturated fat at the other end. When you think about saturated fat, we want to talk about things like trans fats. That's been a hot topic for several years, so much so that places have banned trans fats. But solid fats, such as things like Crisco, lard, butter, really marbled meats have a lot of saturated fats. Cheeses can be high in saturated fat as well, full fat dairy. So again, we're trying to move down the continuum from a saturated fat to an unsaturated fat. And the unsaturated fat I want to talk to you about today is olive oil. Now, olive oil kind of has a health halo on it because most olive oils are a healthier fat. But again, you have to think about the amount that you're eating. So you can't, just because olive oil is a healthier unsaturated fat, you just can't go all out and have as much as you want. The goal is about 4 tablespoons a day. And I want to show you a tool that you're going to be given in the program. This is just a measuring, a handy little measuring spoon, but it has a tablespoon measuring at this one end. It's got a teaspoon, it's got 1/4 of a teaspoon, and 1/2 a teaspoon. But this right here is the tablespoon. So 4 tablespoons a day is what's recommended of olive oil. Now, how can you do that in switching out some of your fats that you may already be eating? Let's just think of a piece of whole wheat toast. You've got a piece of toast, and typically, traditionally, you might put butter on there. So instead of putting butter on there, do a little bit of olive oil on there instead. Also, if you're like cooking chicken, instead of putting maybe a vegetable oil in the pan, drizzle some olive oil in there. Also, you can do the same thing if you're roasting vegetables. You can drizzle olive oil across there. And another big one that I like to use olive oil in is salad dressings. Now, store-bought salad dressings can be really high in fat, really high in sugar. So I like to just make my own salad dressing with olive oil, some type of acid, maybe a little bit of lemon juice, and then however you want to season it. So you've got your acid with the lemon juice, or maybe some other type of acid you want to use, maybe like a vinegar, some type of vinegar, and then your oil base would be olive oil, and then you take your seasonings and you can season it up however you would like. And we're going to show you how to make that salad dressing with an oil plus an acid with your seasoning. Can make your own salad dressing. So hopefully this has got you thinking about ways that you can swap out some of your unhealthier fats to healthier fats, again in regard to having some limits. But I also want to show you this is another tool that we are going to provide you as part of your PhytoRx program. And I love these meal prep containers. And it has the nice PhytoRx logo on there, but you have 2 containers where you can take foods that you have left over, or like I like to call them plan-overs. I like to plan to make more food than I need so I can pack it and take it for lunch the next day, or maybe have my dinner already made that night. But these are 2 separate containers. You put them on top, and then you're getting 2 of these, so you will have a way to have 2 meals hopefully already put together. So hopefully some of these resources with the measuring spoon, as well as the food prep containers and the plan over containers, will help you. I just am so excited to be joining you on this PhytoRx journey. And again, think about swapping out your protein, and this week think about swapping out your fat to a healthier unsaturated fat.